what you get. I came in this business saying I was going to expose. When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is, TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all.
Yo, what's up? This your boy XV coming through with another episode of the X Vision Files. And in the files today, man, we got a good one, man. Exposure season is just giving us the gifts that keep on giving. And yeah, this one is about MSNBC being exposed of the bias network that they is, you know, and they are brought to you by the Harris campaign. You know, the Harris administration, because they is a biased network that is solely, and again, they will basically do whatever it takes for Kamala Harris to win, even though that it will contradict the viewers and persuade the viewers, you know, into picking Kamala Harris, which is wrong, you know, because they're a public network, and they shouldn't be biased like that, you know. No TV network should be biased like that. That's not right, you know. To persuade voters into voting one way is not right, you know. People should, you know, decide on their own. But anyway, man, in this video, man, we you know, there's a woman that had a spy camera on her. And she was, you know, recording a guy, a writer and a producer from MSNBC. And he was just telling it all. I don't know if he was excited to be with the woman or I don't know, you know, but he was telling it all. You know, he spilled the beans. He exposed a lot of stuff to this woman. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that this woman was a private investigator, you know, and she was secretly recording him the whole time. But anyway, man, without further ado, man, let's check the video out.
Ask you yes or no. At any point in your life, have you served 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun working at a McDonald's? Yes or no? That's it.
I have.
Okay.
With that, OMG decided to look into MSNBC and their cozy relationship with the vice president.
Yeah, shouts out to OMG. That's the he the one that investigated the woman to spy on the producer from MSNBC. So this is good, man. Like this man was just telling it all.
Meet Basil Hamden, a writer and producer for MSNBC's weekend show, Iman. Hamden's background includes working at the Huffington Post as a news director and being the executive producer for Michael Moore. Basil met our OMG American swiper on the dating app Bumble and divulged about his job to our undercover journalist.
Remind me where you were.
So he met just to put this in context, he met the undercover agent on Bumble. So I guess he was on Bumble, and somehow, some way, he you know, got the agent to you know, to get on the job. So now he's here on the date with the agent, aka the woman he met on Bumble.
Right now, I'm working at MSNBC.
What do you do? What's your title?
Writer, producer. So I a live news show on the weekends.
Okay, what is it called?
Amen.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Basil Hamden, producer at MSNBC, states that MSNBC is helping the Kamala Harris campaign, stating they are, quote, amplifying her message. Basil also reveals that, quote, what her message of the day is their MSNBC's message of the day.
So do you feel like MSNBC is doing enough to help the Harris campaign?
I mean, they're doing all they can.
Which is what? What have they done to help the Harris campaign?
Amplify her message. What her message of the day is their message of the day.
Our OMG American swiper questioned Basil Hamden about
Bias is hell. Y'all see that? Bias. You cannot listen to nothing MSNBC say, man. They full of shit.
MSNBC's close relationship to the Democratic Party. Hamden revealed that MSNBC is the Democratic Party's mouthpiece and is doing anything to get Kamala elected. Hamden says this news network is indistinguishable from the Democratic Party.
What you were saying earlier, that the MSNBC aligns too closely with the Democratic Party line.
Yeah, so they're often saying the same exact things. The type of people who work in Democratic politics and in the campaign are a lot of the same type of people that would appear on air on MSNBC. It hammers home the point that I'm making, that this news network is indistinguishable from the party.
Are they just the Democratic Party's mouthpiece?
Exactly.
MSNBC is the Democratic Party's mouthpiece.
Yes. Yes.
So is MSNBC...
Oh, wow. Hell nah. There y'all have it. There you have it. It came out the horse's mouth. He's a writer and producer there. So obviously he's not just lying, just saying anything. He's on a date and he's having idle conversation with this woman, not knowing that this woman is spying. I mean, it's secretly recording him. And he just telling it all. They are the mouthpiece of the Democratic Wow. Bias as hell.
is just like doing whatever it takes to get Kamala elected?
Yes.
Even if there are like clear contradictions that would potentially alienate some of the viewers?
Yes, but unfortunately...
That's bad journalism.
It is, but unfortunately, they've made their viewers dumber over the years. Fortunately, they're not brainwashing people with racist propaganda like Fox, but particularly post-Trump, from Trump on, they've really narrowed their audience's mind to the point where even when guests go on their show to criticize Democrats, people get mad at the guests.
It begs the question, why isn't MSNBC's motto, the network indistinguishable from the Democratic Party? Per Basil Hamden, MSNBC is nothing more than a network that is solely based on helping the Democratic candidate, Kamala Harris. Just this week, MSNBC panelist Eddie Glaude stated Kamala Harris has to win. And if she doesn't, our young children in America will have the threat of being bombed at school because of Donald Trump.
We got to come out and try to figure out how to turn out in large historic numbers, because we got to keep this troglodyte out of office. Because if he comes in, our babies are going to be in danger. Because remember, those young children are going to grow up with the memory of having to not go to school for the threat of bombs, which needs to bust him in his mouth. I'm saying it like that because he's dangerous.
Hey man, it's like I'm so sick of this Democratic shit. That everybody that represent the Democratic Party need to just get out of office, man, and go retire somewhere. I want to say something more harsher, but you know, I'm just being nice right now, but they just need to get out of office, for a lack of better words, because this don't make no sense. Like the way how they talk bad and they demonize the other side, like as if they not demons themselves. Because if you notice, if you can see the mannerisms between the Republican Party and the Democrat Party. The Democrat Party is like really, like this year out of all years, the Democrats are really showing their fangs. They really showing their horns. You know? Those are some demons over there, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything they represent over there is fucking demonic. You know, abortion, you know, transgenderism and LGBT, all that bull. Like, they clearly showing you, you know, what side they represent. That's just messed up, man. You feel me? And then you got all these people like this dude and many others on that side just talking reckless. Just talking stupid. And it's crazy, man. Like, it's just, like, I'm just sitting back watching all this shit, and I'm like, wow. The lies. Lie after lie after lie. This is crazy.
dangerous to particular people.
These are very peculiar people that are at MSNBC. Basil Hamden, producer at MSNBC, dives even further into how MSNBC hosts and guests are so in sync, they will finish each other's sentences.
Do you feel like MSNBC doesn't necessarily tell the truth?
I think they do from their perspective, yeah. They do.
But from like an objective standpoint?
It's very partisan Democrat. Their problem, and I think they would have a bigger audience, it would be if they were less tied to the Democratic Party itself. They should be progressive. They should tell the truth from a progressive perspective, but they shouldn't be tied to a political party.
How are they currently tied to the Democratic Party?
They just are way too cozy with Democratic politicians.
How? I can't tell.
If you watch an interview with a Democratic politician, they just finish each other's sentences. The anchor and the politician are just in total agreement about everything.
While investing,
And I've noticed, and he ain't lying. He is not lying. I noticed that. If you notice when like channels like MSNBC and CNN and everything like that left side, every time like they do interviews, the anchor and the person and the politician they doing the interview with, they be finishing each other's sentences. You know what I'm saying? To try to make it seem like they sync with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like as if they're on the same page. I noticed that. I really did notice that. That's crazy that he mentioned that, because I'm like, wait, whoa, that does happen. They do be doing that over there. This is crazy, man. But like I said, man, like, hey, man, shouts out to OMG, man, you know, for sending out that investigator to investigate that. You know what I'm saying? It was real clever that they met each other on Bumble and then they went out on a date, and then now, so because the dude thinking it's a natural date, you know, he don't have no idea that that's an agent recording his ass, you know, and that's crazy right there. But I'm glad it happened because it just exposed MSNBC. It really did. But anyway, man, I got more content coming through. I got some fire coming through, man, because exposure season, man, it's underway. That's all I can say, man. Exposure season is underway. But anyway, man, more content coming through. This your boy XV. Came through with another episode of the X Vision Files. And y'all stay blessed, man. May God bless y'all.
Got the bro, I heard the big got him. That ain't blowing the gun. Got on the yellow band. About to give mama a stroke. Don't need an ambulance, baby mama.